Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, round 9 clash. Round 8 clash. Wyndham and Camberwell. Don't let the visuals fool you. This is not Wyndham versus Werribee. Camberwell, I'm not sure how this happened on the way out, but rocked up in the yellow uniforms, which obviously Wyndham's home colours being yellow wasn't going to fly. So they've got the old alternate Werribee strips for the blue jerseys. So don't adjust your dials. Everything is A-OK. My name's Mitch. I'm here joined by Jules. G'day, mates.
Good to be here, Mitch, and yeah, hopefully not too confusing. Werribee versus Wyndham. Look, interesting round last week.
Yeah,
wasn't
what's going
it?
on?
Oh, mate. Well, firstly, Camberwell were leading most of the game against Keysborough and ended up dropping by 5. So they'd be disappointed by that, but. That just shows you they've got some class there. If,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, we saw Keysborough in round 1 and we're pretty impressed. They only narrowly lost to Wyndham. But what was really interesting last week is McKinnon, and you know I'm a big fan of theirs, especially with Nathan Davies. Get this, 105 to 101, beating Sunbury with Sharif Black. Chipping in with 43 points, 56% if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think Sharif Black missed the start of the season, I think, and he's really starting to absolutely get the ball rolling. So, yeah, dangerous player. There's a lot of those guards in this comp. Sanders, Maurice Howard, Sharif Black that are 30-point-a-game regulars. So. Yeah, keen to see how this one goes. Obviously, it looks like 7v3 on the ladder. Camberwell have sort of struggled to get wins back-to-back throughout the season, but obviously they have what it takes to push the top teams. So we'll see how they come out firing today, and we'll see what this Wyndham lineup looks like, because there's a few players in and out and not around. We see Tomi Ailara. He's not there today. And he's coming in averaging 13 a game, so he's not even there. Off at a wedding, I think one of the players said. And Maurice Howard obviously going down, only playing 4 minutes last week. And he's suited up. Looks like he might be on, ready to go. Although he's got the warm-up shirt still on, as I say that. Off it comes. All right, so number 1 in the blue jerseys, we've got Sean Clark. And then we've got number 21, Jay McKenzie. Number 15, Anthony Kimball. Fisto Bizimart, number 3. And the other starter is number 41, Tim Angus. So that's the starting 5 for Camberwell in the blue Werribee jerseys. And Wyndham starting 5, we've got Manel Ayol, Cavion Green, Daniel Herbert, Maurice Howard, Abram Tong. So Daniel Herbert into the starting lineup.
Yeah, had a great game last week, chipped in with 12 points off the bench.
Off the bench, yeah, so good experience for him getting in the starting lineup. I think KG, Cavion Green playing the 5 of Bismarck. Can't get it to go, as Manel Ayol is going to pick up that rebound. So I think with Tomi Ailara out, we've got Manel Ayol shifting to the 4 and KG playing the 5. But I think what basically that does to this Wyndham offense, when you're going to get Manel Ayol picking up all those rebounds, it gets that offense firing so quickly, because he's going to put the ball on the floor and push the pace.
And they'll be shorter, but still quite long. And obviously, there you go, hands in the lane, right on cue.
Yeah,
KG.
His ability to read the passing lanes is fantastic. As Abram Tong finds himself under the basket, Maurice Howard, bang for 3.
Safe to say that ankle's probably feeling all right.
Yeah, looks like he might be playing at the 2. So playing shooting guard, usually more of a point guard player. Obviously, maybe he's going to play off the ball a little bit and just spot up and shoot some jumpers. As it's a nice finish inside from Sean Clark.
And as you said, Wyndham are giving up a few inches there, so they'll have to make sure they get on some bodies there.
Yeah, definitely. As Ayol looking for an option. KG on the slash is always a good one. Good rebound there from Kimball. So this is Tim Angus. Good defense from Herbert, staying up on him. Kimball, that's blocked by Cavion Green. Good rebound there from Abram Tong. Daniel Herbert can't get it to go. Another rebound there for Wyndham. Getting some really easy offensive rebounds. Helps the offense. As Ayol can't get it to go. Struggling for a bit of rhythm early, Wyndham. Bismarck. Good pick off there from Howard. Yeah, that ankle's fine, I reckon, Joyce. Any issues you might be thinking about for the ankle injury after last week for Maurice Howard?
Oh, excellent steal by Manol.
1-2.
Unlucky.
Just wasn't throw that down. Straight back down, Sean Clark. And the foul is called on Abram Tong. So another 55, that's James Gooley.
Getting good looks, Wyndham, just not able to finish everything.
Yeah, a couple of misses early. I'm sure Manel would want that one under the ring again. As that one's off from Clark, just a 50% free throw shooter. Let's see if he does me a favour here and knocks the second one down.
Oh, unlucky by Kimball.
Couldn't get the ball to drop or the whistle. As Ayol goes in on Clark. Good defense. Wyndham going to reset. 1-2 with KG and Howard. Good hands, Bismarck. Fisto Bismarck breaking that one up. Gooley hands off to Clark. As Manel Ayol had the arm in there. And the foul called. So second trip to the line for Sean Clark here. So I think these teams played in round 2.
That's right, yeah. Pretty one-sided with Wyndham beating Camberwell 120 to 62.
Huge.
But I dare say it'll be a much closer game than that tonight, just from what we've seen, and just really obviously Camberwell not necessarily at the top of the ladder, but you know, last week lost by 5 to
good
Keysborough.
momentum. Yeah, definitely. As Herbert can't control it. I'm not sure what happened there. Not a backcourt violation. Howard gets his second triple to go. There's a foul there from Abram Tong. I think he's in that.
And Aaron Dolney checking in for Abram Tong.
2 quick fouls. And
Reece Howard off to a strong start with 8 points. That's what you like to see.
doing all the scoring.
All 8 points?
Yeah. Bismarck goes inside, across to Clark, gets Ayol in the air, tries to find Kimball. Good read from KG. That's vision from KG. He's fantastic.
Beautiful.
That's lovely. The vision from KG, the timing on that cut from Maurice Howard's fantastic as well. Usually seen as the driver of the offense with the ball in his hand, but very happy playing off ball when he's getting passes like that. Kimball missing that one. Wyndham just starting to break away. Reece Howard loses it. Tried to find Herbert and he couldn't.
And I like this little switch up by Coach Allen. Usually, obviously, with Howard at the 1, but we've got Herbert playing the 1. It'd be interesting how this looks versus the Sunburys versus the Humes, whether they might mix it up and play Howard at the 2.
Yeah. Oh, catch and shoot from Herbert there. Good work from Howard. Oh. It's unstoppable here.
Might be a long night at the office for the Camberwell guards if this continues.
Oh, man, the dishes, Maurice Howard. He's getting some absolute gifts. That's Bismarck slicing his way through. Kimball fighting hard there for the rebound. Maurice Howard kicks out to Dolney. Back out to Howard up top. Herbert open. Buries that. As that's enough for the Camberwell coach, Oliver Reed, and he says, let's have a chat here. We need to talk things over. We can't let Maurice Howard score 10 points in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and just getting involved, whether it's a 3, whether it's driving to the basket, whether it's cutting off a KG dish.
Yeah.
It's nice. Hasn't even incorporated the runners yet, so yeah.
Yeah, hasn't got the floater going. Yeah, that little reverse layup, very tidy work.
And defense has been solid. Obviously, there's a few there that Camberwell probably you'd think normally finish, so it's not like they can't get into their sets, but Campbell's had a few opportunities down low, hasn't really capitalised.
Going inside using their bigs is definitely going to be, probably the method of success, but I guess when you go big, the pace you lose when you go big is going to be tough, especially when you've got, Manel Ayol, who gets from coast to coast in about 2 seconds flat. And he's going to be playing the 5. So, if they do turn over and not get a score, they're going to be bleeding that outlet pass straight away.
Yeah.
Especially with even KG. KG and Manel Ayol playing the 4 and 5, whichever way you look at it. Their ability to grab the rebound, put it on the floor, and make a nice pass all in the space of, half a second, 2 seconds, and then offense is away. So, bit of work here to do. We've got number 30 on. That's Matthew Zapala.
And looks like they're in a 3/4 court press.
Just put a bit of pressure on here. That's worked. Oh, Reece Howard.
Dangerous.
Is there a better definition of feeling it than that shot right there? Reece Howard.
Pretty to watch. Oh, good hands, KG.
Just reckless.
That's at least 2 steals, I think.
Good work from Emmanuel Deng getting inside. Yeah, I think there's a catch and shoot like that. If you look up feeling it in the dictionary, there's a picture of Reece Howard just picking up a scrappy pass and just popping that one. He's already got 12 points.
And
I think he might have 15 points actually. That hasn't updated yet. I think he's got 15 with Herbert's got 3. So Coach Lucas Allen happy with the start. He's going to be able to get some good minutes into the younger players. Emmanuel Deng here. I think he's still played in the youth league last week. Hopefully get to see one of your favourites in Oscar Jones.
Yep, definitely. And the other guy who had a really good game last week, Solomon Deere, chipped in with 11 points. So hopefully get some minutes too.
Yeah, especially if we see sort of KG and Manel Ayol pick up a couple of fouls, you might see Solomon Deere playing the bigger spots.
If that was Dolney, I sense a dunk.
I love the pressure there from Wyndham, just on as soon as that fumble on in that transition. Oh, it's a nice looking shot there. As soon as that slight little fumble, all of a sudden all 3 of them just came in and swarmed and put the pressure right on. Oh, right on cue. Look who's on the sub bench for Wyndham.
Beautiful hang time.
That's amazing hang time. Takes the contact, absorbs it. Wyndham have just blown this right out. Any sort of competitiveness we were expecting from Camberwell. A 20-point lead in 7 minutes of basketball. It's going to be hard to come back from that. Kimball.
If that was fair, looked like a push-off. They do need to, obviously it's been a challenge getting in their sets. Not so much at the start, but obviously last couple of minutes more so. But Kimball's got some nice moves down in the low post. Hopefully they can utilise him a little bit more.
Yeah. There's Jack Thornton, number 9, coming in. Here he is, Oscar Jones, dishing off. KG can't get it to go. And there's the other player we were just talking about. We must have a feed to Lucas Allen here. Talk about Oscar Jones and Solomon Deere. Have a look at this. Both on the court here. Oscar Jones, I didn't mention this last week, 37 points in the Youth League game.
Oh, really? Last Saturday night?
Saturday night before the men's game. He had 37 in the Youth League game. So, obviously had some massive games on the back of that pull-up jumper, which doesn't get that one to go. There's Thornton. So that's what he's in there to do, is to pick up these rebounds. Oh, KG. The closeout speed of Cavion Green. What did he say to you there?
He didn't have to say anything. He just gave a look. Beautiful.
There's Ben Crow. That's Ben Crow, number 42. Gets Gooley for 3, bottom of the net.
Nice looking shot there from Zapala.
Oh, Zapala, sorry, not Gooley. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect shooting form. Elbow in, straight up. That's something you'll see in the coaching manual. Oscar Jones finds KG. Oh, beautiful dish from KG.
Unlucky.
Solomon Deere couldn't do him any favours. So Zapala outside. Thornton, the big fella. Oh, that's a good looking 3-point shot. With a 6'6" centre. It's obviously not his normal jersey size either. Looks a bit tight on him. Oscar Jones pulling up. Looked like he had a bit of forearm there, Tim Angus. Oh, just not a third 3-pointer right in front of us. Good follow-up. There we go. That's James Gooley getting things going.
8 quick points for Camberwell. Nice to see a little more of a contest. And we know they're more than capable. It was just a rough start.
Good extra pass there from Dolney. Finds Deng. KG, big rebound. Good soft finish from Aaron Dolney. Held off Thornton with the left, with the right hand, and finished with the left. I think he is a natural lefty, Aaron. I'm sure he could go with either hand if he needed to. Nice little runner there. KG doing some big work on the boards. It's the rebound tally for KG so far. As Jones goes in on Gooley and draws the foul. Like a nice little professional little point guard move there from Oscar Jones. Just drawing the foul on his way in.
Just 2 rebounds from KG. That can't be right. But hey, 3 steals, 1 block. So
yeah,
to go with no points
hasn't
yet.
Scored yet. No, he'll get a few buckets.
Depending what minutes Coach Allen has him play, this could be a triple-double.
He's called it. He's called it very early. Saw Amanda Pascal with a big triple-double in the women's game just before this one in the women's win against Sherbrooke. That was the game of the round for the women's BigV comp. Oscar Jones knocking the second one down there.
With deadly efficiency. What was it, 75% from the field?
It was 10 from 13 on field goals. Yeah, insane. 11 rebounds, 10 assists. With a team like that, Amanda Pascal could chalk up a hell of a lot more of assists if she really wanted to, with the amount of shooters in that team. So, fantastic. I think Diani and Arnie have with 5 threes. So, Wyndham women just being too good for Sherbrooke there, playing it out to the very last second. So that's Kimball. Dish it out, Thornton. Knocked his last one down. There he is, big man Deere. Solomon Deere not reeling in that rebound. Dolney. Spin move.
Oh, unlucky. That was going to be pretty.
He would have posted that to Instagram during the week if that had gone into, I reckon, Aaron Dolney. Loves posting a highlight. He makes some good highlights, though, to be fair. Whether it's knocking down a corner 3 or getting up in a transition dunk, he's a good little clip up. Oh, it's Kimball pulling up.
Nice 3 by Kimball.
Classic 3-point shot there. wanted something from the crowd, I think. Not getting much from the Wyndham crowd for knocking a 3 down.
Oh, great read by Oscar Jones.
That's off in time. That's going to be off from Kimball. Yeah, Jones, just that change of pace.
Yeah, and look, he's explosive, but that key was just way too open.
Especially with how big's Jack Thornton? He'd have to be, but obviously he's out covering the other side, and good read from Jones, getting into the lane, and hang time he gets is just. I guess at that much hang time, he's able to compose himself so easily for the shot. He absolutely flies, Oscar Jones. So it's a 29-14 quarter. With I guess how that started, it was 24-5. It could have gotten really ugly. Like some good damage control there late by Camberwell, but still not the start they would have wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. Thankfully for Camberwell, knocked down. There's 3 threes and starting to execute a little bit more. Still 15 points, but they're not out of it at this stage.
Yeah,
it was definitely, as you said, a rough start.
Yeah, the start from Maurice Howard with 19 points, absolutely taking over in that first part of the game. Yeah,
I had to look twice. 19. Oh. Now the question is,
in 6 minutes.
Yeah, this is. Oh my goodness.
You can sit the rest of the game and it wouldn't hurt his average too much.
He had 46 opening night, but look, they don't have double headers, and he played limited. They don't have a double header this week, I should say, and he played limited minutes because of the injury last week. So
4 minutes. Yeah.
Hopefully, he gets some minutes, and maybe he taps on the door of that 46-point game.
I think they got one eye on Hume next week as well. This Wyndham team. It's an away game out at Hume, which, as far as travel goes for the Wyndham, I think Hume's one of the closer games.
Yeah.
I think Hume and Sunbury are under an hour, so it's one of the closer games they play. So
that will be a good one. I mean, that was a close game when Hume played Wyndham at home last time. But
it was a fantastic game.
They really imposed their will towards the end.
I think whichever way this game goes, I think it'll be 1v3 on the ladder. As I think we got Kane Hines checking in. Kimball wanted it inside, didn't get it. As he wants the rebound, he's fighting hard for it. So is Kane Hines. And it's going to be a jump ball Wyndham way. Kimball had Manel Ayol backed right down, and he wanted to pass. And that might have been a quick zone from Wyndham. Out of the timeout, they tend to change up their defensive structure just every now and then out of a timeout just to catch them off guard. So Maurice Howard back at the point. He's guarded by Gooley. Trying to find Jones. Gets a 1-2 from Hines. Oh, Jack Thornton.
Nice block. Well timed.
Not only averaging half a block a game, so
there'll be a lot of drives, and Wyndham's a smaller team, so maybe
good lead from Hines.
Maybe a few more blocks tonight.
Not if Oscar Jones is shooting it like that. That's his 6 points now for Oscar Jones. Corner 3 ball there. Wyndham love the corner threes, both the men's and the women's side.
Yep, Aaron Dolney, Abram Tong, a few others that can knock it down from the corner. Muscles his way in, Kimball.
Well, he's the same. We're looking at the height, probably the same height as Manel, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how old. I'm sure we could look up Anthony Kimball, but we can definitely say he's Manel's senior, but giving away a few kilograms as well there, I think, Manel. So an easy back down there for Kimball.
Averaging 17 a game, 17 points, 7 rebounds, Kimball.
Yeah. Misses the first. 63% free throw shooter. The Kobe Grinch is on.
I was about to say, maybe
unmissable pair of sneakers, that one.
The nicest sneakers on the court, maybe? What do you reckon?
Definitely. Definitely. Don't think there's too much other stuff really worth noting out there. Oscar Jones. There's Dolney. There's a corner 3. Oh, in and out. Good outlet pass from Kimball. Good defence from Jones, not giving away the foul.
Good finish by, that's 30, Zapala.
Good finish by, is it Matt Zapala? Yeah. Oh, Howard. Oh.
From the car park. Is that 22 points?
22.
It is 22.
In 12 minutes. he's only played about 7 or 8. As far as efficiency rating for Maurice Howard. As Kimball playing some bully ball on Manel. As Manel Ayol's going to pick up his 3rd foul. Yeah, Lucas Allen says we need to sort this out. Manel trying to argue the fact that he was straight up, but we had a pretty good view on it. He definitely wasn't.
Yeah, and Camberwell need to look at that more often. Hasn't scored a lot of points so far, but Kimball's a big body down there, Wyndham undersized.
Especially if he keeps racking up fouls on these Wyndham players, they're going to be a bit of trouble later on in the game. Yeah, some old school basketball. Just getting the mismatch and just backing someone down. We saw some if you tune in for the women's game in that first half, there was some of the pick and roll work from AP and Jamie Lee Pearce was a thing of beauty. Some real fundamental work, and we had Sarah Bennett in the women's game as well. Just lefties and righties off the glass. There was as far as big woman fundamental work. Obviously. With Alicia Carlisle for Sherbrooke picking up 17 rebounds and 35 points as Howard called for the travel.
And with the women's comp, anyone sort of causing Wyndham, obviously they're at the top of the ladder. Any troubles?
Not even close.
Not so far.
Not so far.
Still an early season.
Yeah, I mean, that was 1v3 on the ladder, and it was about 20-point game for most of it. So, really dominating. You never know what happens in finals basketball, I suppose, but no one really yet to start making a case for themselves.
And now Aaron Dolney playing the 1.
Yeah.
So I think they've had three different point guards.
Yeah, good to see. That's what. Good extra pass. That's a nice pass from Howard. Kane Hines picking up a board. That's to Dolney, then to Jones.
Good defense. That's number 30,
Zapala.
A few fakes, jab steps from Oscar Jones, and Zapala was able to stay in front.
Yeah, good footwork staying in front of Jones there. It's a good matchup. Those two players. We've got looks like one of the young blokes from Camberwell, number 21. Oh no, that's Jay McKenzie starting. He started the game. He's come back out as Howard can't get that one to go.
Yeah, averaging 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks from Jay McKenzie.
Jeez.
Good pressure there.
Kane Hines had the arm in there still. And so 3 minutes gone in this second quarter. Camberwell still yet to really make a big deficit. It's McKenzie using the extra step really well, but Kane Hines came in and gave him some trouble. Able to get the stop. Howard saw Maurice Howard do this a lot late in the season when players started to sort of sit off him a little bit and give him a little bit of space, and he just started, pulling up threes from the yellow line.
If there's a team green light, he's definitely at the starting 5, right?
Yeah, that's it. It'll be him, Ish Sanders. There'll be a few boys around there with the green light, with the amount of shots he gets up during the week. There's one of the blocks for Jay McKenzie. Good
nice
recovery. He was beaten by Howard. Abram Tong. Good closeout there late from Tim Angus, causing the miss. Yeah, good block from McKenzie. Had Maurice Howard had him beat, and then he recovered. Kane Hines, steal. Howard.
Oh! He wanted that, and he almost got it.
Aaron Dolney, not one. I mean, could have taken the layup, probably, and made it.
No, respect the effort.
Howard.
Oh. Very nice. Did he call that? It doesn't matter. That was silky.
It's just another day at the office, Maurice Howard. Shot clock winding down, no worries. Give me the. He wants the. As far as an isolation player, yeah, he's unbelievable. Like he had Tim Angus had him on an island. Had him out there stranded. There was no help coming, and had him ISO'd. Couple of crossovers. Saw the move he wanted it. Off the glass and one. And of course, Maurice Howard, he's not going to let us down. He's going to knock it down. He's a 90% free throw shooter. He's going to convert that three-point play and put this game out to a 20-point margin. Getting ahead of myself here, but yeah, some beautiful work there from Howard. I don't know if Lucas Allen having a word to Aaron Dolney here or not, but
and that was on his side, going up with the left hand.
Yeah. I love one thing I love whenever you see a dunk or something like that is to try and find out where Troy, the cameraman, is. You can see him sitting baseline. He was in absolute prime position to catch an Aaron Dolney poster.
Look, if I was Aaron, I'd ask for that. You know, in a year or two, people are not going to know whether it went in or not. Just the elevation.
Yeah, he had some hop. Like he definitely has his hops. He played 2 years at 2 years junior college over there in, I can't remember where it was.
Starts with you.
It's like the Umpqua. Yeah, it might be Arizona. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, obviously he's been on a jump program over there, working on the hops, because he can absolutely. I think before he went over there, he could definitely get up. He definitely could get up and really, get close to it. But now he's sort of throwing down dunks pretty comfortably now.
Not sure sort of what his plans are. I want to say he's probably going into his junior year, if I was to guess. So I'd assume he's still got some college eligibility, but I'd suspect you'd think there'd be a fair few college programs keen to get his services.
Yeah.
Obviously athletic, can shoot the three, but underrated
good
defender.
pressure there. Yeah, underrated defender for sure. Good work from Kane Hines. Put a pressure on, getting the steal, and taking it all the way and making the finish as well. Good work there from big fella Kane Hines. They're going to double again. Sean Clark into McKenzie. Oh,
very
right
nice.
hander off the glass.
Jay McKenzie.
Something this Wyndham team do really well is as soon as that dribble's picked up in the half-court area, they send two players right away. Oh, Maurice Howard gets rid of Bismarck. Oh, can't get it to go. That would have been an absolute dagger if he knocked that one down. So Daniel Herbert back on the court, guarding James Gooley there, number 55. So McKenzie on Hines. Gets it off
good
somehow.
Good by Hines.
Yeah, he's really good minutes off the bench here. Herbert open. And Clark with a nice rebound as Kane Hines has given away a foul there, I think. Yeah, that's probably 4 points. No, 2 points for Hines, but picked up 3 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal in 5 minutes of basketball off the bench.
And he does a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah. That was a long pass over the top. Clark going in on Hines. Good defense there from Kane. Can't get it to go.
Nice take by Clark. Able to muscle his way in.
Yeah. There's Pat Golong, number 2 there. Herbert finds KG outside. Bismarck picks up the rebound. Herbert with some work to do. Kenzie flips it out to Sean Clark. Maurice Howard read that like a book. There's team green light for you. He saw, I think it was James Gooley guarding him, and he just backed off him. And that's all Maurice Howard needs, is no respect for the three-point shot. I mean, the guy's got how many? 25 and 3 triples. I don't think that's the guy you want to be backing off in transition. He's going to be pretty happy to pop that every time. McKenzie in and out. Clark had a hand in the back of Cavion Green. He's too tough, Cavion Green. So number 17, David Pino, checking in.
These numbers, Mitch, that didn't really exist on the court maybe 10, 15 years ago. We saw a 99 or a 91 last week. There was a 17.
These are the classic numbers now, aren't they, I think? The old Werribee jerseys. How long's Wyndham been Wyndham for? I'm not even sure. That's Daniel Herbert getting some
nice steal by Bisma
from Geelong. And another steal from Abram Tong. Cavion Green over the top to Howard. Extra pass to Herbert. Oh!
That was beautiful. So poised. Yeah. He could have taken a three. It wouldn't have been a bad shot, but just took what the defense gave him. Oh, silky smooth.
Silky smooth. It gave me a bit of, I don't know if you're much of a footy fan, but it's a nice finish from Bismarck. Bit of Scott Pendlebury sort of styles where everyone just stops and he just weaves his way through for an easy layup like that for Herbert. As a nice move from Bismarck getting in, and Herbert gets rid of Bismarck.
Now, was that a reference to Pendlebury on the AFL field or on the basketball court?
Yeah, I can't say I've seen much of Pendles on the court, but as a Bombers fan, he carves us up on a regular basis. That's another nice move from Bismarck. He's up to 4 points now. Because Bismarck's just been
quiet, right?
Yeah.
Like for a guy that averages 14 per game, he's one of the lead guards.
And he's left a couple of guys wide open for some shots as well. I'm not sure if
nice
Wyndham
rebound by Clark.
Oh, KG.
KG. Add another steal to Vitali. Oh,
and one for KG. Few players hit the deck as hard as Cavion Green.
Which NBA guy does KG remind you of?
My knowledge of NBA players is not that deep. My NBA knowledge isn't that deep. I mean, not in the sense of I'm not comparing him to LeBron James, but like the way he slashes and gets the cuts and the momentum when he gets downhill. That reminds me of LeBron. But you've got someone in mind, do you?
Yeah, well, Draymond Green, just the type of guy that's kind of an undersized big, but always hands in the lane, rebounds, generally guards the opposition's one of their best bigs.
Yeah.
But I'll have to say this: he actually can shoot a three, whereas Draymond Green is absent in that column.
Good work there as they try to find Kimball in the post. It goes through his hands as Howard, guarded by Clark, gets a screen from KG. Pick and roll, leaves Deng open in the corner.
I want to say KG was pushed in the back, maybe.
Or did the pushing? Oh, no. On 5. That's on 55. So that's on James Gooley. On KG. Didn't quite see what was going on there, but
just struggling to box him out is what's going on.
He's tough as nails, KG. Yeah. I wouldn't want to try and box him out, that's for sure. As Maurice Howard getting a lot of attention. And Manuel Deng.
Nice take.
Yeah.
Beautiful by Manuel Deng.
He's on the skates, getting back down. Yeah, Manuel Deng, obviously, size and length similarities to, I think he's given away a foul. Obviously, Emmanuel Deng and Manel Ayol, similar builds, long. They use the space they can get from the crossover, and then one step is massive. They hang it out to one side, and all of a sudden it's 2 metres gone on the other side. Yeah. The long arms and legs, that was a beautiful little take, and the poise to get to the rack is it's a 21-point lead. Wyndham absolutely controlling this game. Camberwell really don't look like they have an answer. It's obviously a team that has played well. Like we said, they took Keysborough deep in the game last week, but it just hasn't been able to work for them here tonight. And Wyndham, Lucas Allen really has the liberty to throw around who he wants playing point guard, who he wants playing in the big spots. He can put players around and move. He could have, he could have Kane Irons at the point if he wanted to right now. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference for Wyndham as far as they're concerned so far.
Yeah. not getting ahead of ourselves, but I'm really interested looking into next week against Hume, how Wyndham approaches that game and what changes they made from the last time they played them. Do they start in a zone? Obviously, this sort of matchup, Tommy you'd think is going to be back, but this sort of smaller lineup's obviously not going to cut it against Hume. But you wonder what sort of changes they're going to make. Yeah,
that's right. Hume with a few bigs, aren't they?
Pound deck, which caused Wyndham a lot of problems last time.
Yeah, McEwie, Pound deck. Then there's a few others as well. I can't really think of the other one.
I remember, obviously, Troyes Manassa.
Yeah, he was big as well. Yeah.
Chris Elder had a quiet one against Wyndham, but he's a really good point guard, we know.
Yeah.
Always good to see him go up against Reece Howard.
Sean Clark's whacked his head on the way down. He's not feeling too good right now. He's going to have to go to the line and shoot too, though. So Sean Clark, 50% free throw shooter, misses the first. With about a minute to play in this first half, it's been all Wyndham. As the sweep has been called out for some duties.
Floor Wipers getting a shout out.
Always.
Love it.
Wes Cusworth on the microphone over there. Absolute master of the court announcing. So KG and Howard here. What do we got here? A bit of a press.
A bit of a half-court press, I want to say. And back into a zone,
Zone collapses. It leaves Howard free up top. Good outlet pass finds Clark inside. Now Kimball up top. Flips off to Bismarck. Spinning.
Oh, looks like Clark got hit on the head again. Poor guy.
Who's this one on? 4. That's Emmanuel Deng. That's his second.
And Clark back on the foul line. He's been on the line a few times this evening.
He's third or fourth trip now. Hasn't been making him pay though. Just shooting him at 40%.
Be interesting to see, especially into the second half, whether Camberwell try that.
Look good out of that
press.
That three-quarter press into the zone. But it just depends if Wyndham can then get the. I think Lucas Allen will be pretty happy to see that. He'll chuck on Oscar Jones, Aaron Dolney, Maurice Howard. So here you go. Deal with this. Let us shoot some threes. If you're going to push up and go to a zone, that's going to leave the corners open for Wyndham. So, and then obviously, going to have some lanes for KG to slash into. So, I think whatever Camberwell at this stage, whatever they're going to throw at Wyndham, Lucas Allen's going to have an answer. Well, he's had an answer so far. As Maurice Howard just taking some time off the clock here. Flips off to Emmanuel Deng and now to Dolney. Up top to Howard. Wants a screen. Finds Dolney. Just short there from Aaron.
Good rebound by Clark.
Nice rebound from Clark. As Tim Angus and Kimball couldn't sort it out.
That's unfortunate. Good pressure on D there.
Yeah, it was a good defensive set. They've gone 3-2 zone.
Yep, that looks right. And that's the problem you run into when you play a zone with
Bismarck gets it off in time. Bangs it into the shot clock. And that's going to do it. So we've got a half in the books. Wyndham pouring on 50 points. Thanks a lot to Maurice Howard with 25, 4 from 9 from 3, 10 from 17 from the field. Good game. So, I mean, Maurice could call it a day from here and wrap up a pretty good game.
Yeah.
He's still got 20 minutes of basketball to play. Yeah, I don't think there's... And then obviously contributions, everyone else, there's been chip-ins from what KG's got, KG 3, Daniel Herbert with 5, Deng with 4, Oscar Jones with 6, Kane Hines with 2, Dolney with 2. So, you know, they're really just, wherever they need it, they're finding buckets. And, yeah, Camberwell haven't been able to really, you know, no players in double figures just yet, only the 25 on 35% shooting. So just on a number of shot attempts. They've only been able to get off 28 shots. Wyndham have had 50 attempts so far.
Yeah, I mean, Wyndham doing really well in defence. The Camberwell just look uncomfortable. And in other games, they're a team that can put up some points, as we mentioned earlier. They put up 80 against Keysborough, so obviously not on track to do that. So.
A little bit of 4 and 4 here at halftime.
All right, what's your read on here, Mitch?
They're all going to be too tired in about 3 minutes. They're all going to shoot threes and then going to be too tired after that.
Did you bring your basketball shoes, mate?
No, I got the Nike Cortez, Cortez on today.
Very nice.
All right, we'll take a break. We've got 8 minutes or so in half time, and then we'll be back with this second half. right, here we go. Second half underway. Camberwell Dragons going to get things kicked off. McKenzie looking for an option straight away. Manel Ayol, quiet first half for Manel. Only 7 minutes. just realised he hadn't barely played. 0 points in 7 minutes in the first half. So
nice little pull up by Kimball.
yeah, you got to respect the jumper of Anthony Kimball. Just sat back on him there. He's going to be happy to shoot that all day. Bismarck picks up on Howard here. Flips it over to KG. And Kimball that time.
Nice little two-man game there, KG and Howard.
KG and Anthony Kimball just not respecting each other's jump shots there. Bismarck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice triple from Bismarck.
He'll be happy with that. He had a quiet first half.
Yeah, so what's he got? So that's 7 points. So he's had 4 in the first half, averaging 14. So well, most of the McKinnon players had a pretty quiet first half. Going to need to get themselves firing. That 3 ball might be what does it. Adrian Tong kicks out to Manel. Short. McKenzie keeping it alive. Showing some handles off. Kimball posting up on KG.
Oh, is it a no call?
No whistle. Absolutely hammered KG. I think the referee just thought he flopped. I'm not sure how that's a no call.
Yeah.
Sean Clark coming across, getting a piece of Manel. And it's going to be a foul. He's going to go line and shoot 2. Is that a flop warning on KG?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. That's that. Hand down. Yeah.
It's something I should know. But
well, you wouldn't know it, Jules. You wouldn't know what the flop warning's like, mate. That's exactly right.
No, I just never played any defense, so never put myself in a situation to do that.
As Manel can't make the first. We're going to go back and have a look at this footage. So, I mean, KG's there. It's a pretty rough flop call on KG. Kimball just hit him square in the chest.
And he's gotten at least one offensive foul doing something similar. So
Yeah.
he goes hard. I'm not saying that was an offensive foul.
Nice pass across to find Clark. Yeah, I mean, KG had his feet set wide apart. And then Kimball literally just came straight into the middle of him.
Yeah. And he's not a flopper. You know, we've seen a few games of KG. He's not a flopper. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, a bit of deep. Kimball wants a foul call this time. Oh, God. Howard.
Oh, making him dance. Oh, these two going at it.
Hand on. Yeah, definitely didn't have 2 hands up there, Kimball. It's his second foul called. Yeah, this Anthony Kimball and KG matchup.
It's a good little
It's going to be very entertaining for the rest of this game. I think both coaches should just leave him out there the whole time, just let him go at it. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the Bismarck-Howard matchup on both ends. I like that one. I don't know who's picking up Manel. Looks like he's going to Sean Clark. So they've both been pretty solid. Manel hasn't played much so far, but some good matchups across the floor.
Yeah, and Wyndham in a press.
So Bismarck gets it across on the far side. Look it inside.
Nice take off the glass. We didn't see much of that in the first. So what's he up to? 9 points, is it?
9 now for Bismarck, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice work from. I mean, Kimball won't get a stat for that, but just being in the right spot kept KG at bay.
Sorry, 6 points for Bismarck.
Good hands there. James Gooley breaking that one up. McKenzie spinning around. Herbert with a big mismatch there. Camberwell managed to just limit some of the damage here, get themselves back into this one with a few more buckets here. Howard up top, Abram Tong. Can't leave him open.
Do we have a field goal percentage, a 3-point percentage for Abram Tong?
Should be there. 43%.
43, yep. He's
Alrighty. Yeah.
just from
Doesn't
watching
take,
a few games.
doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't shoot the volume of Dolney. Oh, Bismarck spinning. Beautiful finish.
That was lovely.
Mr. Bismarck. Yeah, Abram Tong.
Oh, what a thread. Oh.
He lost it. That's a beautiful pass. Yeah, Abram Tong doesn't put the same volume up as Howard and Dolney, who are both good three-point shooters.
Tomi Ayala, a big fella, 38
yeah.
also. And he shoots a lot at a high percentage.
But Abram Tong at 40 doesn't put up a lot of shots from three, but obviously takes good looks. Yeah, we saw there. You can't leave him open. Sort of gets forgotten about when you think about three. I was going to say that has to be a travel. Yeah.
That's the right call. Even if there was a foul, it was after the travel.
Yeah. Because I think there was the pro hop, and then he went for the extra step through as well.
But he's getting going. It's good to see.
Yeah. Also one of those players that needs the ball in his hand to get himself going. Like, he's not going to get going through other players. Like we saw Maurice Howard get going through other players early in the first half. It's like Bismarck might be one of those guys who just needs it in his hand and he needs to get to work. It's Herbert just couldn't quite get enough on that pass to find. It was the right pass. It had Manele all wide open in the corner. Just couldn't quite wrap it around enough to find him. So Leeds still at 16. Don't think Wyndham have really. So it's 10-7. I don't know. It would be 13-7 in this. Oh, KG had a lot of the ball there. Got a little bit of Jack Thornton.
It's been a good response from Camberwell this second half.
So third foul for KG. Got to be a little bit careful here. He wants to go for the blocks. He wants the blocks, doesn't he? I mean, KG.
Well, he's got 2 already.
Averaging, what, 1 a game? Yeah, averages probably over 1 a game. So, yeah, he wants the blocks, but yeah, he gets in foul trouble every now and then, especially when he's sort of playing as that undersized big. Good rebound there from Kimball. Howard closes out late on Angus. Able enough to affect the shot.
It's good.
Gets the feet set. That's real sort of Steph Curry. Just get the feet set and the body just falls in line. And the shot just comes off so quickly. And a quick release too.
Yeah, very quick release.
KG jumps the lane. Gets around Thornton.
Oh,
and
nice.
1. That's probably not the play from Bismarck. He's coming in on KG. Coming in weak side. Giving away size. It's probably not many times there where he's going to affect that block. I think you got to let. I mean, if it's that business, not going to get in foul trouble, but you can't be giving players like this a chance for three-point plays on what is essentially a wide open layup.
Look, and just going back to my point earlier, triple-double, which was probably premature, but 6 steals for KG. So that's a lot of steals, and we're halfway through the third quarter.
Triple-double, no assists. Is that a Kanye lyric?
Yeah, it should be.
No, it is. It is.
It is?
It is.
Right.
Yeah. Can't remember the song. It might be Monster. Might be a Kanye West Monster. Yeah.
I need to go back and listen to it. Oh, nice feed to Kimball.
That's a lovely. Kane Hines. I always think Kane Hines has like a sneaky vert. Then I remember he's like 6'5".
Yeah.
So he does fly. He does get up, but he's genuinely a big man. Just on the court sometimes doesn't look it.
So the game's going to open up a bit as it does in the fourth. Who's going to get the next dunk for? I know we're not in the fourth, but for Wyndham, is it Ayol or is it Kane? Or is it someone else?
Jack Thornton. Deep
from the car park.
James Gooley. Saw Maurice Howard pop one from there. Off the glass too, if you don't mind. Saw Maurice Howard pop one from there earlier. Thought it was a good spot. Manel Ayol probably would be the one.
I'll go with Kane Hines.
Kane Hines, on a little transition. Oh, Dolney looks good. You can read Dolney's shot a lot by the rotation. When he gets the shot off beautiful, you can see the nice rotations. Oh, so he gets a nice steal on
good
Bismarck.
hands. Oop.
As Manel Ayol is going to... Oh, Oh no, sorry, Abram Tong was able to reel that one in and force the jump ball call. Are the players on the court, are they aware of which way the arrow's going when they reel that in? Or did Abram Tong know that Wyndham had the possession arrow when he decides to grab that? Or does
I'm going to say no, but...
Yeah, they're happy with the jump ball call regardless, yeah. I feel like that's almost like a Kobe sort of mentality thing. He would know which way the arrow's
I was going to say, that's too cerebral for me, Mitch. But LeBron James...
Oh, Howard round the back. Emmanuel Deng. Corner three, can't do it. There's a nice little dish from Howard. Oh, Aaron Dolney. He's the player who wants the highlights. He's never going to take a second look if he wants the block or the dunk. He's going to go for it, even if he gives away the foul there. Got a lot of ball, to be fair.
Yeah.
So a few changes here. Bisma and Kimball checking out. Sean Clark and Zapala.
Sean Clark's not had a bad game. 7 points.
Yep.
Left a few on the free throw line, 3 of 8, but able to get some good shots up, especially in the first.
Yeah, he's looked threatening, Sean Clark. Like he only averaging, 7 a game, but he definitely looks like he's capable of doing a lot more than that. Good shot there from Tim Angus. Oh, no, hang on. That's not 41's not Tim Angus.
No,
Sorry,
it's Ben Crow.
Ben Crow, yeah. Oscar Jones for 3. Sorry, Ben Crow, 42. You call that wrong for a little while. Thornton. Clark going in. Oh, Emmanuel Deng, too long. Howard.
So pull up. Nope.
Has Gooley one-on-one.
Oh, nice ball movement. Yeah.
Kane Hines, that was a nice bit of play. You respect Kane Hines for trying to make the pass there. It would have been a good little quick pass to Jones in the corner. As Thornton's coming off and David Pino in. And Wyndham just pressing up a little bit here. Pino outside to Crow. Zapala and now Gooley. Oh, Crow feeling that one. No, it's out of bounds, and I think that's a Werribee ball or a Camberwell ball.
And that's Golong and Bisma checking in for Camberwell.
So what's he on there as? Golong? Oh, Pat Golong? No.
Yep.
Yeah, Pat Golong, Fisto Bisma, yeah. Zapala, good look at a 3. Can't get it to go. Dang in there. Hines. Oh. An early jump ball call there. No one really had possession of that. It's always funny when the jump ball whistle goes as the ball spills out and ends up in the hands of a player. Pino back inside. Good defense there from Emmanuel Deng. That's really nice. Like, a lot of players are sort of afraid to leave the ground when they go straight up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think if you leave the ground, it's going to be a foul. But if you're still straight up, which Deng was there,
perfectly
straight up. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's another guy with a big wingspan. You get him going straight up. That's
that may as well have been a block with the outcome. Oh, good ball movement.
Dolney. Oh no, sorry, Jones. Bang. Well, that was just the Dolney spot. I thought it was Aaron, but Oscar Jones buries that one. He's got 12 points now. Is he dealing in triples, Oscar Jones? Or no, he didn't get it. He had a 2-pointer in there somewhere. Pino tries to find Galong. Unable to. Howard. I think he got away with the travel there. Dang, finds Jones. Going to elevate. Pop up for that one.
Oh, unlucky.
I think he got caught in 2 minds of whether to go off the glass there, didn't he? Yeah. I'm always a man for off the glass. Oscar Jones uses the glass well too, usually. Oh, they find Zapala, who finds Pino. Maurice Howard with the block. Oh, he wanted that from a mile away, didn't he? He's going to knock that down. Oh, no, he's not. He wanted that from the other corner. You could hear him yelling out for that one.
Ice got big.
Yeah.
Oh, Bismarck working his way in.
Deng with some nice defense again. Manuel Deng showing some real utility here. I mean, what is Deng playing the 5 essentially on Pino? Like,
yeah, him or Hines.
Yeah, him or Hines playing the 4 and 5.
Well, yeah, here Deer's on.
Yeah, Deer would probably play the bigger spot, but yeah, Manuel Deng, like, his defense has been really solid. Little 2-man game with Kimball and Pino. Again, Deng just being straight up. Fantastic defense, Manuel Deng. Little floater from Geelong, can't get it to go. Herbert to Jones.
Way to run.
Perfect.
Solomon
Defense into offense. Dolney was looking for an alley-oop there from Jones. As Geelong and Kimball up top. Bisman now looking for an option. Good move from Geelong. Gets rid of Dolney. Can't get the shot to go. Solomon Deer. Quick outlet to Jones. Dolney flips it out. Daniel Herbert.
Unselfish pass.
Yeah. Especially from a known three-point shooter.
In the corner.
Yeah, he's a known corner. He got the corner 3. He was happy to dish it off. Here we go.
Is this it? No. He's chasing on his tail, but that's an and 1 from Dolney. Beautiful.
Yeah, great way to use the body, turn around, protect the ball. He knew Bismarck wasn't going to let him have the dunk. And again, Bismarck just giving away fouls on fast break layups. Nice move from Dolney. Yeah, great use of the body, just coming in and just rotating as he goes up. Knowing Bismarck was on his left and protect the ball. He's a good free throw shooter. Free throw action is beautiful there from Aaron Dolney. Zapala. I don't think that was off in time from Kimball, and that is the 3rd quarter. What we got there? Just wait, that's a bit fresh. 27 to 17. 27 to 18 point quarter. I mean, which really is the tone of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think 18 points in the quarter for the Dragons. Yeah, a 14-point first quarter, 14-point second quarter, 18-point third quarter. Just been that. That's probably been a fair representation of the gap between the two teams here today. I mean, obviously, we were speaking earlier about how we thought Camberwell could threaten Wyndham as they pushed Keysborough, who pushed Wyndham to the very last second of the game. So they definitely have the ability to do it, but Wyndham just came out too hot.
Yeah, and obviously not a close game by any stretch, but a lot better than the first game. The first time they played Wyndham, lost by close to 60. So.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
You're never going to be happy with a 30-odd point loss, as the Phoenix Suns know in the NBA recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously more competitive than the first time they played each other.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll see what Wyndham have in store for us. They've seen some pretty big minutes from everyone across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, Maurice Howard, which we thought Maurice would probably be playing limited minutes, but he's been happy to play 25 so far. Manel Ayol only with 13. That's a score.
Yeah.
Manel Ayol averaging 17 a game. He's barely put a shot off.
Yeah, that's interesting, but that's okay. He's been consistent since he got back from injury. This is not really a game that they sort of quote unquote need him as much, but they will next week.
And he's probably moved from playing the 2 or the 3 into playing the 4 or the 5, depending when he's on the court for Wyndham. In the minutes he's played, which to be fair hasn't been many. As Wyndham have pretty much gone with I think Aaron Dolney, the oldest player on the court, at about 22 or 23. I'm not sure how old Solomon Deer is, but I think he's only young. So.
And Herbert's youth player as well.
Yeah, Daniel Herbert would only be, probably youth league age as well, almost. So Dolney looking for an option. Oh, bullet pass to Oscar Jones. Good work from Dan. Great work from Maxwell. Oh, sorry, McKenzie, not Maxwell. Finds Bismarck, guarded by Jones. Good matchup there.
Yeah.
Bismarck into Kimball. He's like, oh, double. That's the teamwork chemistry from Wyndham. They saw the post go in. They knew the shot clock was ticking down, so they just bring the double team. And too much pressure for McKenzie to deal with. Oscar Jones can't get it to go.
And Wyndham and a man look for Bismarck to get going here. He's going to take it to the hoop. Or a pull up.
Pull up. Kimball gets an easy rebound.
They've really been able to neutralise him when in the zone, but obviously he's a quick player when you play man. You really got to help on him.
Got to work past Oscar Jones first. He's also a very quick man. Oh, Manuel Dang flying. Oscar Jones.
Team green light.
Yeah, absolutely. 37 points in the youth league last week. Had a couple of massive games early in the season in the men's team, and then when Manel came back and Dolney came back, he sort of didn't get any minutes.
Yeah.
Well, he's averaging 25 a game.
He was, yeah. He was, I think, second after Howard.
Yeah, no, he was, yeah.
But then, Manel comes back, Dolney comes back. Obviously, just a stacked team, stacked guards, If he was a youth big man, you'd think he'd be getting probably a few more minutes. Obviously, Wyndham probably more guard-centric.
Yeah. Yeah, usually have 3 or 4 guards on the floor at any given time. Well, they've got Dolney, Jones, and Herbert, which, to say Dolney's playing the 3 is a bit of a stretch. But he's probably the small forward out there. Genuine shooting guard, Aaron Dolney.
Good hands by McKenzie.
Yeah, Jones up to task. Oh, dang, showing some strength. Got McKenzie absolutely flying. I think, Dang's been I think Kimball's been trying to push Emmanuel Deng around. He thought he might try and get something back and put a shoulder in the chest of Jay McKenzie.
Oh, he's definitely held his own. He's been impressive, Deng.
Yeah, probably the most minutes he's had for a little while. Probably up to 17, 18 minutes now. He'll probably play most of his fourth quarter. This Bismarck just couldn't climb on Solomon Deere. Kimball gets a nice finish there. Outlet pass, finds Deng in the corner. Inside to Herbert. Dolney, team green light. There it is.
Hey. So we've got 3 now on the team.
Jones, Howard, Dolney. Oh, I mean, they probably all have the green light, to be fair. You want team green light, watch the Wyndham women play.
Yeah? All right.
5 players on the court with team green light.
I've seen some of them play, and I'm just fast break or just get the ball down and split second corner three. Bang. That's how they like to play. Ooh,
Kimball,
that could have
nice
been an
move.
and one.
Yeah. Good finish there from Anthony Kimball. Up to 14 points now. Jones. Oh. Showing off the hang time, but Bismarck was there with him. Enough to affect the shot where he couldn't get it to go. So Wyndham just controlling things here as we're sort of nearing the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Again, good defense from Deng.
Good take by McKenzie.
Yeah, it was better from McKenzie. Yeah, exactly.
That was just a tough move. Good finish.
In the post of Solomon Deere. Shot clock winding down here for Jones. Oh, Manuel Deng uses the dribble well.
Nice.
Had 24 seconds. They wanted every single one of them there. Ended up in a great mid-range jumper for Emmanuel Deng. Oh, they left Camberwell open on the break here. That's going to be a goal 10. No easy buckets for Emmanuel Deng on the floor. So Abram Tong only with the 15 minutes so far. Usually plays a few minutes here. Happy to come off the bench with just checking in now. 3 points for him. Wyndham in control here with a 32-point lead. Tom gets away with the trouble there, I think. Manuel Deng in the corner. Airballs that one. Looking for a long pass was Gooley. Clark in there now Kimball. Kimball, I think it's when you're initiating that much contact, it's going to be hard for you to get many favourable calls. When you're happy to bump and do that much, you're not going to get the odd little brush when you're the one sort of playing the bully ball inside. As he's outside now. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Halfway down.
Had a lot of them rim out tonight. Unlucky.
It's like watching Blackburn at the start of the game last week.
You know, one of the comments I think on was that the rim, something on the rim.
I want to check that. Oh, Manuel Deng spinning off the glass. Beautiful finish. Chance for an AM1. What's Manuel Deng got so far? That's up to 10 points. He's been very active though. 6 rebounds and a block.
And just good solid defense. When they're in their sets, defensive sets, but also the times that they have pressed, he's got his hands out in the lanes. And yeah, we talk about guys, obviously games less competitive, if you will, than other weeks. Guys stepping up and getting opportunity, and obviously last week it was Herbert and Deere, and this week, it's been Deng, amongst others, but it's been good. Up to 12 points.
Yeah, probably one of the best games I've seen him play so far. As Kimball makes a nice pass outside to Clark, who makes a nice finish. Yeah.
Who's going to get the points for that? Is it Clark or McKenzie? Was that a tip in or?
I think it was Clark. Jones gets by Bismarck. And one, Oscar Jones. Who was it? 3? So it was 3. So I think Bismarck just had the hand on. Oscar Jones was past him, but maybe just still had a hand on, and Jones elevates. Hang time.
He's a walking bucket.
Well known around here as a walking bucket. You ask anyone about Oscar Jones, he's an absolute monster. 4 of 5 from 3. Is that what you're pointing out?
No, I'm not sure if his stats are up to. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
just a little
but
delayed.
4 of 5 from 3 so far for Oscar Jones, up to 17 points. Nice move there from
Sean Clark.
It is Sean Clark, it is. Yep.
Up to 11 points.
Tolney trying to get past Bismarck. Good defense there. Jones and Deere, a little 1-2. Elevating. Too good from Jones.
Too good from Jones. He gets up
As
high.
As a guy who's probably scraping 6 foot, Oscar Jones, that might be generous, I'm not sure. But his ability to elevate and to hang allows him to shoot. As Solomon Deere saw Jay McKenzie coming in for the dunk and just wasn't going to allow an easy one there, was he? Got a fair bit of the ball, but had a bit of body on body, I think, so gives away the foul.
Nothing easy, yeah.
Nothing easy while Solomon Deere's out there, absolutely. Yeah, Oscar Jones, so, probably, scraping 6 foot, but McKenzie is probably a good couple inches taller than him.
Yeah.
But he was right in front of him, but Oscar Jones able to jump, elevate, but still remain balanced. So you see a lot of those players. There's another player. I'm trying to think who it is.
What league are we talking?
In here, in the league, Chris Elder. It might be Chris.
Okay.
It might be Chris Elder. I think is Chris Elder from Sunbury.
I want to say Hume.
Hume? No, Chris Elder from Hume. Yeah, he's much. I think he's got a sort of similar jump shot, where it has a big elevation, but because he's a bit on an undersized guard, able to hang up and stay balanced. Oh, Jack Thornton in the post, kicks it out. Good extra pass, finds Bismarck. Looks good.
Yeah.
You can tell by the rotations out of the hand, that one. As Wyndham.
Bismarck up to 14 points, his season average.
Jones, green light.
Oh.
Bang! Is he top scoring?
No. There's a guy, Maurice
Oh,
Howard.
Maurice Howard's got 31.
But close. he's the second one.
I think Jones might be able to get past him if he keeps shooting it like
he's
that.
He's only played 17 minutes.
That's in.
Oh.
So he's at the 25 now. I think Maurice Howard might check back in the game just to make sure.
I'm loving this.
So Oscar Jones, really top score. That's now the game. This game is blown out up to almost 40 points now. Nice move from Bisma inside.
Who do you think's going to take this shot? And why shouldn't he? Milk him till he drops. This is going up. Oh, nice read.
27 for Oscar Jones.
Well, look, I made fun of you that you were saying he was near top scorer, but Maurice Howard's 31, Oscar Jones at 27.
I think he's a real heat check player too.
Yeah.
Gets himself going and finds Abram Tong on a nice outlet pass. And we'll get it back here, Jones.
Oh, you can't give him that much room when he's that hot.
Oh. Yeah, balls. I think he's huffing and puffing here a little bit, Oscar Jones. As Camberwell just trying to get something going here. Bisma, beautiful looking three-point shot. So 19 for Bisma. Oh, yes! Yes. Always got to give a look to the cameraman. I don't know if you can see him in the corner there, Troy. Whenever there's a dunk, you got to check over there and make sure he's got it. He doesn't miss many.
I think, not to pat myself on the back, but I think I called that one, didn't I? In the fourth?
You did say Kane Hines will get the jam. That's it. Off a beautiful dish. Beautiful dish from Oscar Jones. Manuel Deng working hard. That might be a foul. I think it is. I'm making James Gooley work for it. He's got 90 seconds to go. Lucas Allen, I think, would be pretty happy with this performance. Wyndham shooting the ball at 47% for the game. 57 from 2 and 38% from 3. You know, 20 assists. Like all the stats you're looking at. Steals, you know, yeah. 4 blocks. Pino off the glass. Good finish. So Jones needs four points to tie Howard here. He's gone for a couple of nice dishes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Couple of beautiful dishes from Oscar Jones. 27 off the bench and making dimes like that. As far as the big men who can get up, like Solomon Deere and Kane Hines.
Oh, is this another one? Off the backboard? No, I'm just kidding. Ooh.
Thornton wasn't going to let him have it. Yes, the big men who can get up like Hines and Solomon Deere, they get passes like that in transition from Oscar Jones, absolute gifts. I think Emmanuel Deng he was going to throw that down, and Thornton absolutely clobbered him for it.
Credit to Coach Allen. I mean, obviously, it's a little easier when you're up this many, but he's really been able to rotate the guys through. I mean, everyone has been able to get some decent minutes.
Yeah.
Probably the guy that's played less is, surprise, probably one of their best players, Manel Ayol.
13 minutes from Manel, 19 for KG. Maurice Howard, I don't think he's played the fourth quarter at all. Played, 2.5 quarters? I think he checked out in the third quarter and that was it. Manuel Deng's had plenty of minutes and Hines, and they've been able to. I guess this is the credit. This is the, what doing this to teams does is it gets a lot of minutes in the, into the younger players.
Absolutely. And
then when it comes time for them to step up later in the season when they're going to be called on, they've got the experience under their belt. As Deng's got plenty of time to load up there. Manuel Deng.
Speaking of one of those.
Yeah, that's it. Like the confidence they're going to have, and Solomon Deere and a Deng and Jones, when they're called to come off the bench in, later in the season. He's got a lovely three-point shot.
He does. He's had a few. How many points is that for Thornton?
4?
7. But
yeah, and that's it. With 10 seconds to go, Wyndham going to count the clock down. Wyndham, really, they won the first game this season against this team, 120-62. And this is a minor improvement for Camberwell. Wyndham just being too good from start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of what you expected, but you know, for us, getting to see some of those younger guys again, like last week, and you know, obviously Oscar Jones, but then also Dang, get some minutes. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, fantastic. Looking forward to next week. Oh, cameraman Troy's come over here. Okay. Oh, some beautiful Kane Hines and Solomon Deere dunk shots. I love a man who's a fan of his own work.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but they looked good. Crisp photos.
Yeah, crispy.
So what have we got for next week?
So we got, what have we got? Camberwell have Western Port away, so they're playing, I think, Western Port down there, sort of in that bottom third of the ladder alongside Camberwell, so can probably look to get one on the board there. Western Port, Darryl Corletto.
Sorry?
Is Darryl Corletto for Western Port?
Yeah, yes. Yep.
Yep. So, you know, he's always one that's just going to put up 25 a game, and you know, his court vision always makes things hard for a lot of teams. So, so you know, not an easy game, even though Western Port haven't been sort of putting the numbers up they would have liked to. Wyndham playing Hume, that's going to be. I'm not sure who Sunbury have, but you'd say first v further than the ladder's probably going to be game of the round out there in Hume. So I'll definitely be watching that one from the comfort of my own couch, I'd say. Might be making the road trip out to Broadmeadows, but looking forward to that. That'll be some good matchups. And I think these teams will play again round 17, so late in the season. Not sure what we'll see from Camberwell by then, but yeah, Wyndham will be probably hoping to do the same thing. Much else to add there, Jules?
No, I think we've covered it.
Yeah, not too much to cover here. It's been pretty one-sided. Wyndham pretty strong. And that's it. We'll wrap things up. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the game. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks, guys.